Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes from managing our emotions. So you can identify your intuition, all right? Because you're looking for maybe a place in a room for yourself. Maybe you made room within the temple of self to look at oneself. Maybe look at your relationship with yourself and identify your intuition, all right? Because now you're making love to yourself. You made room for yourself. Someone's looking at a room, an empty chair. Maybe there's room because someone's looking at the soul of the self. It's been illuminated. Maybe someone has tea on the table, okay? Because now we're looking at a tower moment. Someone's going for a misfortune. Maybe someone's leaving a home or someone's home got burnt. I'm so sorry to hear that. Maybe someone's home got destroyed, all right? So now looking at a misfortune, maybe when it comes to a home, maybe. All right, because now you're looking at cheerfulness. Maybe someone was happy about a misfortune when it comes to a place. But there was a chair waiting for someone maybe, but it became a misfortune. Somebody was very happy. Because now you're looking at sorrows of tomorrows, because now it's not funny anymore. Because someone's looking at a misfortune. Maybe there's an empty chair, something's been illuminated, because there's sorrows in tomorrows, all right? Because now we're seeing a situation where someone came with falseness. Why there's an empty chair in the nest of the rest? For someone's sorrow in tomorrow has now become a turning point of no rest for the wicked. Because now you see falseness, sneaky. Someone sneaked themselves wet inside someone's home, being very false. And now we're seeing the sorrow. Maybe someone's seeing letters or information. Now they feel a bit overprotective in their emotions, because now they're trying to hide maybe from a group of people because they were laughing with. So now there's a misfortune. You know that situation where you're in the it group and then someone finds out you're forced and then you're pushed outside. It looks like that. So someone feels like they're missing out on a fortune of friends maybe, cheerful times, festive ideas maybe. Because now we're looking at a situation where there's sorrows and tomorrows because somebody's being very forced within this chair. Maybe it was a 4 people. So now there's a burning situation, a burning fire in the belly. Someone was very hungry for success maybe. So now there's a surprise. Someone was forced, which is a surprise. Someone will look at someone's network and net worth when it comes to the emotions to get into this chair. Maybe there's a platform where someone was acting false for a network or net worth. Because that is a misfortune to someone's fortune. First it was funny because there was a room. Now there's no room. Room for rent, reply within, I guess. So now there's a new application for someone maybe. After a misfortune. After someone was laughing. Maybe someone overspent, being very forced. Now it's a situation where misfortune, but reel yourself back into the fortune. Don't block your heart off, Collective, all right? Because there's a misfortune, a surprise when it comes to network or net worth. Because someone looks like they're a widow. Maybe they lost someone in the fire, sorry to hear that. Or there was a widow. So now there's a misfortune. A catastrophic situation where there's no turning back. Someone turning their back towards a misfortune. Maybe, and this is how this person got in a situation, weren't using the intuition. It was more about overindulgence, gossiping with people. So now there's a sorrow, because now there was force. Someone put their whole energy into something, or their emotions. So we're looking at maybe a widower, maybe, looking at death within this burning building. Because maybe the Black Widow was very happy. Someone's a widower. Or someone's separation. Or someone's going for a divorce. Somebody was forced. Yeah, so now we're looking at every ending as a new beginning. Just love yourself. Just go back into loving yourself. Learn from your lessons of sorrows of tomorrow. So there's no more sorrows of tomorrow, I should say. Because now we're looking at faithfulness. Maybe there's some friends that help put something to an end. They pushed someone out of a room. So now they're all happy, celebrating, looking for a reunion. Someone's looking at faithfulness because somebody was looking at someone's faithfulness and they realized that someone is false within this building or this home or this structure or this platform. So now looking at a widower as well. But for some of you, unfortunately, I'm so sorry to hear. Maybe you lost a partner, maybe in a building, a burning building. Maybe you went for a fire. Maybe there was an earthquake or something, or just a natural fire. Okay? Because now we're looking at a young woman. Maybe there's a young woman, but he's come to faithfulness. Maybe someone turned their back to someone faithful. So now they're in hope. Hope, yeah. Maybe somebody was hoping to be, to still stay as faithful, unfaithful. But it's began sorrows of a young woman. Someone's getting a message about a false person. They hope for network and net worth. So now there's sorrows of tomorrow when it comes to this surprise of a message, information. Maybe a young woman's going to get a letter, a false person about a false person. A wife that was looking for network or net worth. So now there's a widower. Maybe someone married for money. So they had a child for no reason. Not for no reason. I'm just saying it was part of the plan and the plot. You know. But it seemed to be a message about a wife. A surprise. A falseness. Maybe someone married a trophy woman, maybe. A foe in the house looking for money. Gifts from a masculine. Maybe he was a widow in sorrow. And now someone was using this person, using the death as an excuse to finesse this masculine from a home, maybe. But it seems to be a death, maybe, of a false person in this house. Every ending has a new beginning. Somebody was looking for someone's gifts, money, treasures in the house that was on the table. So maybe they was marrying for an investment from fortune, network and net worth. Because now we're seeing there seems to be prison. Someone might be going to someone could be going to prison for someone's unalivement. And that's a misfortune. Someone they're going to be very surprised that someone in this group was forced. There was a plot for someone's unalivement in a house for a fortune that's become a misfortune. There's a place in the house now. Because now someone's going to prison for unalivement. Now someone's looking at someone faithful. Somebody wants to reunite with someone faithful, a young person, maybe send a message. Maybe someone trying to recruit back their net worth and network, but thinking of the inspiration of a wife, a gifted wife. But someone's going to spiritual prison, earth prison, mental prison. For somebody probably was spiking someone's drink maybe, or somebody was trying to do unalivement to a masculine maybe. Maybe he's on sorrow, but his friends are probably helping him, his faithful friends. Because maybe he locked himself away for a while. Yeah, but don't lock yourself away, collective. Don't break your heart, right? Let your earth angels help you to go forward. Because it seems to be the cousin of death was hanging around the situation because of a wife looking for a fortune. But if you turn around, come out of the prison of your mind, you'll see you have a gift. And behind you, you'll see there was a bigger picture, maybe to this fortune. Will yourself back into the fortune. Maybe you're thinking of someone else. A younger woman. Maybe helping you through your struggle, your pain. Maybe you had a choice of two. One was sorrows of tomorrows, but one was a sweetheart. Someone's thinking of the sweetheart. Maybe he thought a sweetheart didn't love him back, so he went to another person. But that person was a false person. So now we see a soldier, joyfulness. Someone feels very fortunate by having like maybe a spiritual woman that's like a soldier. Or someone serving in the army and they're getting a letter. And it's something about falseness in the army. For net worth. Someone's getting a message, maybe about a young son being a soldier. Maybe a son's coming home. It's going to be joyful. But someone's looking at a period of time. We're going to go for a turning point after a misfortune, after someone played a false person. Maybe somebody was a widower and someone played on someone's emotions. Or somebody was playing as a black widower, ready to pounce on someone to make them. Maybe your initials is A, M, C. Maybe. Someone is a scholar. Someone's got some very good wisdom. We're looking at the Holy War. Someone had a message about a false person. Maybe someone was a priest or a spiritualist. Maybe in a past life, they got a message that they lost their son and a husband in the war. She was a widower. And now there's a turning point because this lifetime, it's about a lesson, putting things to an end, going forward for some. But every ending has a new beginning after misfortune. Someone's going to come in very loyal. Maybe a past life, a wife. Write your dreams down. Allow the divine feminine and masculine energy to see who's for them and who's not for you within the castle of love and truth, which is the temple of self. You'll find your soul wife, your soul partner, which is going to be a surprise. So now someone's going to go more into maybe a spiritual teacher or a mentor, all right? Hey, a priest, hey, 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 hey. That was beautiful, yeah. Someone's looking at the wisdom of the self, maybe the divine masculine. It's getting the messages. Maybe they want 2 children. Maybe they had 2 children in the past life. Because now we see something good coming. Someone catch something and it's a surprise. It's been caught. Something growth. Can I look at a friend? Maybe someone's surprised that a friend is a spiritual wife, or someone's going to be surprised that someone wants a friend to be a wife. Someone loyal and devoted, faithful. Okay, let's have a look. So we're looking at a lover. Maybe the lover's thinking of someone more faithful, devoted to this person. Could have been a player. Maybe they're in waiting, but he's in sorrow because he moved in a foe in the house. So now maybe someone stuck thinking when it comes to spirituality. Someone's looking for the self of the soul, for joyness. Maybe being guided by an older lady, talking to you about a sweetheart. But somebody turned their back to a sweetheart and was checking out someone else's pulse, an enemy. Maybe they're looking at a new beginning, hoping for a baby. But it was hope for a new beginning, so a baby was done. The hope for a baby, but it was for thieving. Someone's thieving through a wedding for a transformation. Now there's this masculine despair in the air because nobody's heard it, he feels it. He feels something's wrong. Because now he sees a decrease in his money. Because he got a letter, a love letter. Now they're in their thoughts. This Lord of the house, that probably has a lot of pleasure seekers. Tradesmen. Someone's looking for a reunion. Someone's going into the carriage, having a conversation with God about flamboyancy, a journey. Someone sees the signs being served. Signs are being served. Write your dreams down, collective, all right? Study them. Pay attention to the imagination and outside of yourself as well. Look for the room of self, you know, within yourself. Seems to be a misfortune when it comes to this room. There seems to be space after a misfortune because it's all about events, good times, overindulgence, gossiping, malicious. Now maliciousness has become sorrow of tomorrow. Because now someone's mowing down maybe falseness within this group. Now someone feels left out in the cold. Because they're looking at their own letters of lies, fraud. Some people doing fraud and try to hide it under the blanket of falseness. Somebody tried to take control of this room. Maybe a Capricorn person. Somebody was very ambitious. So I'm looking at the discipline within this room. Seems to be going for a misfortune or a political debate. Someone's probably sitting down having a very political conversation about someone that was thirsty for money, fame, fortune. Something's becoming very serious in this room. Maybe this conversation's become empty, pessimistic, frustrated. Could be a farmer or a banker, but talking about investments. Someone trying to hold on to this misfortune, or hold away from this misfortune, or hold back their budget. Because now someone feels like a widower. They're going for a separation. Because somebody wanted unalivement in this home for a fortune. They were happy, very happy. A lover, going for a misfortune. Maybe a Gemini person, or a lover is going through maybe unalivement or death. Because of this burden, can't hold it. Because everyone's laughing, talking. Now it's not funny anymore. Somebody tried to hold on to a lover because they had misfortune. Maybe a lover, Gemini person. So now maybe someone's in this house, in this burning building, saying that the thoughts was about con within this house. Or this foundation that were built, like friends, family, community, was all under a con. Somebody's gossiping because someone's very nervous about this misfortune. Burning buildings coming down. Someone trying to be clever. Maybe someone trying to burn someone's house, maybe. For insurance. Now looking at journalists now talking about someone that built a false foundation. Maybe a social climber that tried to be flexible because they were going through a misfortune. Now we're looking at cheerfulness. They were happy doing events, going out with lovers. Maybe had 4 lovers. Or helping them. Right? So now we're looking at lovers' choices. Someone's looking at maybe the principles of their partner. Because we're looking at deep love maybe now. Maybe 3 people was involved. Maybe third-party person. Now we're looking at choices being flipped out on the table when it comes to strength of 2 people. Someone's gone within to do the work. Because now maybe someone's in sorrow. Maybe a Scorpio person. In the sorrow. About good time. Someone wants to turn their back on the person. These people want to turn their back on a false person in this group. A lover that had many lovers. So now we're looking at going within. It could be Cancer. I mean, it could be a Scorpio. It could be a Virgo. Or it could be a Capricorn person. So now we're looking at a loss. Someone feels abandoned, unloved from this group of people. Very unloved. There seems to be a grief. But this group seems to be in regret. They've gone within and seen the truth. Maybe this group of people has done the hermit, gone within, done the work. Now they've gone within. Someone done some soul searching maybe. Okay, gone within for the clarity. They're on a quest for a personal truth. Maybe when it comes to spirituality, illumination of the soul. Someone's seeing maybe an Aquarius person or Gemini person. We're looking at control. Someone tried to control the space because they're going for a misfortune. Now they feel left out in the cold because people's gone within. Now, maybe this person in sorrow for tomorrow that was forced within this group of people are now in sorrows because they tried to hide maybe fraud documents, okay? For a network, it was quite a surprise to this group. Maybe they went in with unrequited love, maybe with a water sign person. But it was forced, this unrequited love. It was for projects, maybe from an Aries, Sagittarius person or Taurus person or a Cancer person. So now we're looking at falseness when it comes to unrequited love. Maybe this person is very insecure. And they look for insecure men. But we're looking at unrequited love. That was forced. But someone's also looking at spiritual journey with a soulmate maybe. But someone's also looking, turn their back onto a false person. They're trying to protect their network or net worth. But they keep coming in with romance, sorrows, crying. But this person understands the passion on his back is his hard work. They understand if you use the intuition, they saw that someone is very false. They got a message from maybe a scholar, maybe. about 2 of Cups, it was force. They got this message from a scholar, maybe a fire sign person or the soul of the self. It was a surprising gift, maybe. So now someone's turned their back onto a false person, right? Using the intuition. Because now we're looking at the net worth and net worth. Maybe of someone's wife, maybe, that was false. Maybe a Gemini person is very surprised when it comes to maybe someone being married to a friend, or a friend wants to marry someone, but they're in an unrequited love, so they see a challenge. Maybe they're doing blunt talking. Maybe they want to help this masculine, it seems to be a friend, or surprised, or a Gemini person thinking of a friend that wants to be a wife. Maybe they're working, maybe with a Taurus person, becoming a widow, separation, too many lovers, with a Gemini person, water sign person, fire sign person, take it as it resonates. Now we're looking at holding back. Someone doing some swift talking, could be a Gemini person going swiftly into blunt talking. Seems to be a challenge, obstacles, delays. When it comes to 2 of Cups, someone's walking with love on their sleeves, but for a false person. So now we're looking at a widow, maybe a Leo person. A Leo person that held space for a Capricorn person, Taurus person, that's looking for a death, a lover in this house that was going for a misfortune. Now someone's looking at someone being faithful, maybe a Gemini person. Because maybe someone's gone within and saw the light, saw the vision of a Taurus person that was going through the 5 of Pentacles. Now someone feels left out in the cold, maybe a Taurus person, because of unalignment. Because they was ending someone's fortune as well. A Taurus person, or a Libra person, or a Gemini person. They were forced. So now we're looking at faithfulness of maybe a Cancer person. People's gone within and done the light. They've seen this love of a Leo person when it comes to the Capricorn person or a Taurus person. Someone's looking at someone's values and feelings maybe when it comes to self-worth. They're saying that we went for misfortune, or just all about unrequited love, acting like that Empress, a false person. So now we're looking at social prestige. Someone's going for a Tower moment, misfortune. Their cultural background is all about possessiveness. Maybe someone's looking at a charity as their friends. So now that someone's looking at someone's security earnings, maybe, have that insight. Someone's looking at the inside, gone within and saw the Empress. They feel very fortunate. They feel this person is a young person, young at heart, protected by a spiritual army. They're getting a message. Some of you's getting a message from someone in the army, a soldier. Maybe it's been away for a long time. It's going to be a surprise to a wife. Someone's going to be getting flowers, maybe. So now we're looking at maybe insight when it comes to your actions, energies. Someone's using the intuition because someone is in sorrow, a Taurus person, for spying, stalking, because they had the insight of who the real Empress was. So now we're looking at unrequited love of a Taurus person going for a Tower moment. Okay, now we're looking at someone was in this house or this building, lying, stealing, cheating. So now there's a fight, maybe a Leo person, Aquarius person. And now someone feels abandoned when it comes to wish fulfillment. Someone's looking at being a soul, having a unit spirit, maybe a Cancer person, but you've got to have self-discipline, self-correction, you know, if you want to work on your own on your own generational wealth. But someone's going through spiritual prison or earth prison, maybe a Queen of Pentacles when it comes to manifestation, the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe a Gemini person is seeing this fight, maybe a Aquarius person or Sagittarius person when it comes to the internet, maybe, or the world. Someone tying up 1 or 2 loose ends, maybe the wounded warrior taking a leap of faith. Someone's looking at happily ever after, looking at their choices, but thinking about deception when it comes to Aquarius, maybe a Queen of Swords and a 2 of Cups. Someone's looking at the 2 of Cups. Maybe someone's looking at planting a new foundation, but heartbroken when it comes to a project. Because someone's at work, maybe at home, trying to balance their emotions because there's a stagnation. Maybe King of Wands, thinking about a counterpart being like a burden. Because now you're seeing hidden feelings about an Ace of Pentacles. It's always about money, isn't it? Now we're seeing someone stressed, maybe about Gemini person, about unrequited love, a younger woman maybe. Now they're worried. Maybe about a soldier getting messages, or maybe about a spiritual son. a guru. So now we're looking at protection. Maybe a Leo person is up at night, maybe thinking about unrequited love with a false person, using their intuition. Someone's getting soul messages, or someone's going to get a post about a wife, and now they're looking at the truth. Wounded warrior is worried maybe about an air sign person because they're with a false person, because on the mind is maybe about a Sagittarius person being very false, a wife maybe. Some looking at unrequited love, in sorrows of tomorrow. Someone's very insecure. So in their thought, and Gemini person, Sagittarius person. Because now they've got the truth about a wife maybe, a wife and a friend. A wife and a friend maybe. So it could be a water sign person. Maybe someone's thinking about the Emperor. Think about a friend. In a battle maybe. Maybe King of Swords. Feel a bit wounded when it comes to intuition. Two of Cups. Partnership. Someone's worried. Maybe King of Cups. Worried about gifts being held back. Not being recommended for nothing. He's looking at a sorrow. He wanted a Leo, a widow of a lover, Taurus, Libra. They're looking at imprisonment, mind, body, the mind, earth prison, spiritual prison. Because it's insight about fortune. Everyone's gone within and seen someone has to stand up for their beliefs. Seems to be maybe the Emperor's in his full emotions. But we're looking at ending. We're looking at manipulation to end maybe the Emperor and the Empress. So now someone's wounded, a lover, Taurus, Libra person, or King of Cups, or Sagittarius person. Someone's gone within. They have this insight. Somebody doesn't want to turn around and look at their ships coming in, because there's going to be lots of sorrows. Someone's up at night worried how to be adaptable within their society or their community. Someone's looking at being very direct, because someone's looking at sorrows of tomorrow, for being very cunning. Someone's being very gossipy, because now someone exaggerated maybe. Maybe somebody was looking for a Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles. Going to healing, Aquarius maybe. Or a star when it comes to soldier, spiritual soldier, spiritual warrior. Looking at scholar, divine masculine, being wounded, being guided by the spiritual son of the greatest. Someone's worried. A young soldier is worried up at night about unrequited love. They're an earth sign person, but someone seems to be single. About maybe an Aquarius person, or about an entrapment from a Queen of Pentacles. We have to send joyfully to God, you know. Seek the soul within you, that baby sparkle, that little lion, the little cup within you. Just use your intuition. Walk with love on your sleeves. Because within you, collective, you're a very strong warrior, spiritual warrior. Don't let no one tell you anything. Just learn about yourself. Have a good relationship with yourself. And see that warrior in you. Maybe someone's graduating, or someone's got a PhD or degree or master's. Looking at a scholar. Maybe someone's looking at Google Scholar for information about wisdom, knowledge, about spirituality, maybe. So maybe someone's looking at a scholar friend, you know. Maybe taking that leap of faith towards maybe an air sign person or an earth sign person. Or someone's thinking about such a Sagittarius person. Maybe someone's thinking about a friend. Maybe an Aries person when it comes to maybe the ambition. Someone's walking away from a friend. Maybe a Leo person, the King of Swords. Tying up one or two loose ends. Maybe someone's walking away from a karmic cycle. Queen of Pentacles is stuck thinking about their own fulfillment. Looking at options under deception when it comes to projects under the Two of Cup energy. So I guess, you know, when you're rich and famous, everyone goes and support your sorrows. Oh, someone tried to unalive you. Oh, no. And then when it becomes someone that's poorer, you got to figure it out yourself. Figure it out yourself. Okay, so now we're looking at holding back, all right? Someone's trying to take control of a lover. Very controlling. So many things remind me of you. So someone's holding space for you, my darling. Maybe a Gemini person holding space. Someone's in love with a Gemini person. It's a shock, maybe. It's a misfortune, maybe for a Taurus Libra person. Because maybe they're saying, Taurus person says, with their lovers, I know exactly what I was doing. All right. Maybe the Emperor, they're telling the Empress will be together one day soon. Because they've gone within, maybe. Done the work. Someone done their personal quest, see the truth when it comes to actions, energy, intentions. Maybe someone's seen the Empress, gone within, and someone said, uh-oh, misfortune. Because there's a false person, unrequited love. So now they're telling their back, looking within. Because now they've gone within and seen, I'm not available. Someone's ghosting. Maybe unrequited love, so I'm not available anymore. Or the whole team of people they used to move with, play with, joke with, you know, take the piss with people. They feel left out in the cold now because of unrequited love. Maybe a female person, maybe an earth sign person, Gemini person, Sagittarius person. Take it as it resonates. Someone keeps, this group is over replaying maybe this fourth person, like what they used to say within the group. How could they miss certain things? Now they're worried about this insight when it comes to Ten of Pentacles. Everyone's starting to look over their books. They're thinking, wow, we gave someone too much control. So now someone's looking at unrequited love. Someone was very insecure, maybe a water sign person, a King of Cups. All right, a very false person. And they're saying this false person's in sorrow, but these people are demonic, man. I want to feel that way again. To feel independently wealthy, but a person can't be independently wealthy without these people. So they want to feel this way again. So they're upset, worried, thinking, how can I bring my Ten of Pentacles to bring independent wealth when everyone's walking away, taking a leap of faith? Because now they may be listening to maybe a divine masculine or a scholar, all right? I wish I could take it all back. I wish I could take back my words. That's what this false person's maybe saying, or the Emperor. Because now they've gone within. Maybe the Empress says some horrible thing to the Empress, and now he wishes he can take things back, take his words back. Maybe a Gemini masculine. Maybe he feels a little bit immature, maybe. He was a little bit insecure when he went with a false person, maybe. Now looking at the situation, maybe someone, I don't know how hard it was to let you go. Someone feels, maybe the masculine is saying they didn't know how hard it was to let you go. The false person is saying that about maybe a Sagittarius person or a Pisces person or a Gemini person. Gemini wanted to be more than just friends to this false person. Why? Not making any sense, my love. And they're saying, Gemini is saying, I wish I could take back my words. Aries masculine probably as well. Wish I can take back my words. Maybe a Leo person, Aries person. They wish they can hold back from a Taurus person or a Capricorn person or a Gemini person or a Virgo person. So now they're looking at the situation. Maybe they left when they saw someone with someone else. This is why they're having blunt talking. It's a challenge because someone saw someone else with another lover. Lovers. So now many things remind this person in the house, maybe. Maybe they want to come out of this house. Too many bad memories. Too many bad memories. I wish I had treated you better. Maybe a Leo person saying that. To the Empress. because he doesn't react when anyone talks about you. Maybe a Gemini person, female, or a Libra person. Doesn't react when people speak. No, you won't. So she has to deal with her own unalignment from your lover. She has to protect herself by making announcements. For my example, is that Taurus person wants me dead. They've been trying it. They can lie if they want. Don't give a fuck. I see what I see. And many people will see when they go and write their dreams down. I had to defend myself from this dark entity, like this devil energy, the death over me, trying to get me unalive. Do you know what I mean? A lover or a lover that you haven't even seen for a while. So that's a worry, you know. Maybe the masculine, the Emperor, saying, I wish I would treated you better. Well, when you stand back and let someone plan plots of death and that, what can we say, eh? You have to love yourself, collective. That's your best protection from like voodoos or anyone trying to do plots and that. The more you manage your emotions, the more you love yourself, you can always use your intuition or find out when someone's coming to do unalivements, you know. You'll always be 10 steps ahead. So I hope that one day you can forgive me one day. Maybe that's what the Emperor's saying to the Empress. Because they feel like you're leaving them behind. Yeah, because you just sat and waited. You acted like you wasn't available, you know. So you weren't available. You were with a group of people doing the hermit, having a fun time. So, you know, they're not reacting when people mention you. Maybe an Aries person, maybe the Emperor, you know. But he sees this faithfulness of the Empress. You know, you speak to me through music, probably why they're worried up at night, you know. He wishes he can feel that harmony of love again. I know that I crossed the line. Yeah, you did with an earth sign person. Maybe a Gemini person is thinking like this. It was a false person, maybe a younger person to them, maybe 10 years younger or 9 years younger. I take it as it resonates. Because sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Well, that's what it says here. Under stress, maybe by an air sign person. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Yeah, because it's telepathically connected to you. That's why. It's not just your thoughts, is it? It's communication. So now someone's being forced, you know. Sometimes I stay awake waking about you. Oh, well, never mind. Now we're looking at maybe message when it comes to having boundaries. You've got the strength and ambition to go forward, to take that leap of faith by using your intuition. Go by faith of God, not by sight, all right? Because someone feels like they speak to someone through music, telepathically, because they feel like maybe the Emperor feels like the Empress leaving him behind. And he wishes he could take the words back, but he walked away. So life is not as what it seemed. No, we know it's not together because you're a false person. We're telepathically connected. Obviously, we know that. So I'm starting to understand our connection. What, honey, now? After 8 years, we're a friend. I wish I treated you better. Came in as a King of Cups and not a Knight of Cups, maybe. You know? Maybe someone sees someone as very gifted, maybe a Leo person, or a King of Cups is a Leo person, very gifted. So now I remember every day of our detail. Maybe he wants to come as a King of Cups. But we're looking at manifestation. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Maybe someone's manifesting forgiveness from the Empress. Because now someone's in their mind, maybe King of Cups, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person about fortune. You know, maybe they don't react when people mention, no, they won't. Because you're the real Empress, you know. So now maybe they feel as if they left you behind. Yeah, I left you before you could leave me. Yeah, we know that. You went to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Or an Aries person. You left the Empress single. What do you want her to do? You crossed the motherfucking line. And you left before you could hurt me, but you went to someone else to hurt you. For unalivement. Not just for you. It's like buy one, get one free. So that was silly. Should have opened the door, man, to your own car. And don't be a fart, you know. So now we're looking at a situation now where now we see a cooling down situation, and someone is going to maybe someone's called Greg, or Greg's, or G, or Reg, or Ridge, or yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, just being there is intoxicating. That's what King of Cups is saying about a Taurus or Libra person, a lover or a Gemini person. This is how they feel intoxicated around a Taurus Libra person. Finding out the truth crushed me about a Taurus Virgo Capricorn person after a fortune. I don't react when people mention y'all. No, you don't. You just say some stupid shit, man. You got to eat your words now, man. Yeah, I wish I could take my words back. Yeah, some of them probably ghosted you. So I don't know where, no, finding out the truth crushed me. Yeah. The timing just wasn't right for us. No. Clearly not. We'll be together again, really? Hey, come on now. I don't react when people mention you. Well, never mind. Because I'm not available. No. I want to be more than friends. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person wants to be more than friends with a King of Cups, but it's just an intoxicated couple. That's for some. Then people say they don't react when they mention maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, maybe an Aries person, or a Virgo person, or maybe a King of Cups. Maybe someone wants to be more than friends, but it's about a fortune. So because it's a burning fire, people are not trying to react to this group when they mention a friend that wanted to be more than a friend, but it was force. Maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person or Aries person. Or maybe a Gemini person feel like they crossed the line. They crossed the line. But at the same time, you see this intoxication, it's an addiction. It's an addiction for a false person, a King of Cups, and a Gemini person when it comes to an earth sign person. So now they're imprisonment. Because they're hiding who they really are. And then maybe an earth sign person saying, I'm hiding who I really am, and they're blaming everyone else but self. They know they're at fault. I was at my fault. Yeah, it was my fault, but I blamed you. Maybe the Empress. So then the spiritual son, the spiritual warrior said, what? 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 Who? Blame who? My mum. Hey, I'm starting to understand our connection, boy. Yeah. You crossed that fucking line, earth sign, bro. You crossed that fucking line. We hear everything. So now we're looking at maybe single. Someone's single because they crossed the line with someone. Because they wasn't being faithful. It was false. Because they're hiding behind material things. Maybe an earth sign person. And it's saying it was my fault, but I blamed you. So someone taking that leap of faith. Maybe it's such a Sagittarius person. Getting messages. Maybe about a water sign person. Being false. Someone's hiding behind material things. An earth sign person. Because they're looking for soldier kind of like men. That, you know, that shining armor. They want to feel that way again. It's all just about that false romance, the hide behind the material, the gifts, that sort of thing. But they know that they crossed the line, man. They know it's their fault. You know? So now you're looking at maybe the Emperor left before we can leave. But he was hiding behind material things, acting single, with an earth sign person for some of you, or some of you for a water sign person, or a Sagittarius person. But now someone's saying, the Emperor's saying the Empress was the best thing he ever had. Never mind. And they're grateful for their spiritual lesson, taking that leap of faith. As a scholar, as a divine masculine, he can feel the music speaking through the divine masculine. He has to walk away from people, things, and places. Maybe a friend, a King of Cups, or a Pisces person. Because you're the best thing happening in my life. I want you. I love you unconditionally. Maybe a water sign is saying that about a friend, you know, of an Aries person and a Gemini person. But the Emperor is saying that the Empress was the best thing. He wants his unconditional love. The Empress was the closest thing. I bury myself in words and forget about you. Well, obviously. Obviously. Oops. Someone's saying, the Empress saying, I wish things could be better. I hid who I was from you. Never mind. Maybe a water sign person. Take it as it resonates. How long we've been there? Let's do one little snip. Where is those ones? I'll go for these ones then. Just right in my face. I've got so many. Right, let's do a quick snoop. It's not going to be long. I'll do 2 little shuffles. We've been here for like 44 minutes. I don't want to like overload you. Someone's looking at something that reminds me of you. Maybe someone at an institution or Taurus person is looking at empty space, trying to control this institution. All right, but now we're looking at too many things remind me of you. Someone trying to get to control of this house or this room. So many things remind me of you, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Maybe someone, a lover, maybe a Gemini person or a lover. Because they're saying that's the Empress. A Leo person or a Taurus person or Libra person. They're saying I know exactly what I was doing. These lovers, you know. It's not going from misfortune because the Queen of Swords is not stupid. Queen of Swords are very unpredictable. They're learners. So now you're looking at the purpose. We know exactly what you do. We knew your purpose of these lovers. Trying to create a misfortune. All right. By doing unrequited love. To make people feel like they wasn't available. So someone's been ghosted. Maybe a Queen of Swords being ghosted by a lover. All right. Maybe an Aries person or a Virgo person. So now we're looking at an alchemist. Maybe someone's manifesting, not being available, a false person. So now we're looking at a false person, maybe an Aries person. All right. Or maybe someone's being faithful. Maybe they've gone within and seen the Queen of Swords are very faithful. When it comes to, I want to be more than friends. Fortune, someone's thinking about Queen of Swords. So many things remind me of you. Someone said they want to feel that way again, but someone's being very forced, maybe. But someone's in the house being very forced, and that's the truth. There was someone being very forced. Maybe a Libra person or an Earth sign person. Because the truth is coming out about a false person. Now they're in sorrows of tomorrow. Maybe about a King of Cups. Maybe about a King of Cups, planting foundation. When it comes to partnership. Someone's looking at want to start again when it comes to a Two of Cups. Someone's got a different perspective about a Two of Cups, walking away. When it comes to maybe an Aries person, looking at stagnation, choices when it comes to fortune. Someone's looking at an investment, being stuck maybe. Because someone's looking into information. Sometimes you don't know how hard it is to let you go maybe. Because someone's intelligence probably connected to someone. But someone's being very forced, so they saw this information. You know, I don't know how hard it was to let you go. You know, maybe a fire sign person saying that to a Queen of Swords. So they're being forced. Maybe the wounded warrior. I wish I could take it back, what I said. You know, maybe a Gemini person to maybe a water sign person. Because now we're looking at stagnation. Libra person. Libra female and a Gemini masculine. Maybe they said some things to maybe the Emperor about an air sign person. They wish they can take it back. Because they were being very immature, very calculus with their thoughts, their words. Now someone's being very blunt because someone's got a heartbreak. Maybe the Emperor or maybe a Queen of Swords. And now looking at a situation. Someone's going for a tower moment. Maybe a Leo person. Someone's trying to treat you better. Because now we're looking at maybe he feels like they're going for a divorce. Because they're spiritually connected as husband and wife, isn't it? So they're saying, I hope that you can forgive me one day, Empress, about their decision, you know? Because now looking at self-evaluation. Someone's going for a turning point, okay? Maybe a Taurus or Libra person. Because they're looking at unalignment for a Queen of Swords, okay? But someone sees a lover, maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person as an Empress. So someone's saying, I don't react when people mention you. Maybe a fire sign person. Because he's working with a manipulator. So they don't react when it comes to new beginnings, maybe. New projects. Maybe someone's saying the truth now. And then maybe they are. Maybe they are mentioning now. Why? Because they crossed the line. They crossed the line, man. With the truth. And someone's probably coming out with the truth. And someone's very worried. Because now it seems to be a backstab. Somebody was backstabbing someone with the truth. So now the water's out. You've got to love yourself. Maybe someone thought they crossed the line when it comes to the Holy Grail. Maybe the AAA. Maybe that's the initial. King of Cups. Maybe looking at King of Cups. Looking at a water sign person. Looking at a fire sign person. Intuition. King of Cups is force. Saying he speaks to people through music. And he gets messages. No, he's not. He's lying. He's lying through his teeth, man. Oh, gosh. So now you're looking at justice. Maybe for a Libra person. Or look at spiritual justice when it comes to this insight of intuition. Someone's saying life is not as together as it seems. Maybe this Emperor. Maybe when he's with this wife person or whatever they're with. So, or Gemini person with a Sagittarius person. Or too many lovers. Oh, King of Cups back again. King of Cups, that's a snitch on yourself, isn't it? So, maybe your guilty conscience is really wearing you down. Oh, yeah. I bet you're in an ocean now. Feel like you're being drowned. Yeah, because you remember every single detail what you did to a Leo person. And now, life cannot get any better. My life is not as together as it seems. Yeah, because someone's heartbroken by an air sign person. They probably think about air sign person. They feel like they miss on wish fulfillment of a soulmate. Aquarius person comes to calmer waters. Maybe a Gemini person think about Queen of Cups or someone just loving when it comes to romance. Someone's looking at maybe an earth angel balancing. Maybe this King of Pentacles looking at messages. Lying, stealing, cheating, looking into something about stock information. Looking at an investment, maybe with an Aries person. Now you're looking at an Ace of Pentacles. Oh, gosh, people. Use your intuition, man. That will save you, people. It will save you. It's not always easy managing our emotions. Obviously, you've been following my story for about 7 months now. It's not very easy, so I'm trying to be an example, isn't it? Like, I'm trying. If you could do better than me, I'd be so happy. Because I'll be following you guys as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It's not easy for an air sign, you know, to be vulnerable in front of people. So not bloody easy. We're more blunt with our talking. Somebody was juggling with an earth sign person, a King of Cups. So now someone's seeing the strength. Oh, King of Cups. Oh, King of Cups, man. Oh, boy. Yeah, because you feel abandoned now. Yeah, because you fucking lied. You were too reliable to a third-party person. Looking for unalivements for your success and your fame. Maybe looking at the Emperor because you look within. Now you're seeing the devil. Because now you feel defensive because you chose it in it with a lover. Now it's a burden with a Taurus for a Capricorn person when it comes to your community. People having a different perspective about a Two of Cups. When it comes to working, on your foundation, maybe with a Queen of Wands, up at night, think about a Taurus person institution, walking away from maybe a high level of commitment or marriage, taking a leap of faith. Someone wants to be single. Someone's going for a heartbreak, you know, backstabbing, but someone's going to have a good reward after that. Maybe someone's looking at investing in the Queen of Cups. Let's go forward for a romance to balance things out. Maybe King of Pentacles, looking at messages, thinking. Maybe he's thinking about a regret, maybe, about his past actions, bringing difficulty to Aquarius person. Now there's a fight with Aquarius person because people are stalking Aquarius person. You lot are too bloody mad. Now you're looking at investments now, looking at pathway. Now looking at maybe a solid offer when it comes to Pentacles. Someone feels wounded when it comes to Cancer person, lying, stealing, cheating when it comes to non-fulfillment. When it comes to Higher Priestess, someone's being guided by God, or maybe the King of Swords is looking at fulfillment, wish fulfillment with the intuition with a Leo person under deception. Now there's a fucking conflict. Oh God, you don't give up, do you? Someone's looking at sparkling ideas from the Empress, maybe a King of Wands, and there we go. Genevieve, dirty, stinking, baggy hole. Feels blocked. From work for two panisquayas. Two panisquayas, man, with the King of Blood Cups. Go to the King of Cups, man, you toxicated people. It's madness. Let me tell you, spying. Being too damn promiscuous with an earth sign person. Told you, Queen of Pentacles, I'm leaving that there, man. And then you're telling me she's worth fighting for and you don't want to chat to me. There you go, Leo, man. Walk of shame, boy. No one's walking out that house. And I don't care what anyone says. 13 years, 5 years. None of you is coming out that yard without the walk of motherfucking shame. All you motherfucking karmic. Sorry to swear, my darlings. Yeah, man, stalking, spying, doing the most. This time one woman's got about 2 men. Look, sexual activities, working with 2 men in a King of Wands and a fucking King of Cups. Look, Queen of Pentacles, trying to hold on to people if now she feels left out in the cold. Why? Because there's fucking 2 people at once and a fucking Gemini person. Sue me, bitch, who cares? Now your thoughts is imprisonment. Good. Oh, no, good. You're not too blood clot craving. Serves you right, man. Now they're saying, being, there you go, earth sign person. There you go, relying. They were relying on a King of Cups and a Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and a Gemini masculine. You lot are dirty, man. You look like the same pussy. Man. Fighting, not fighting over projects. They were doing fucking dick fights. Sword fights, that's what they were doing. Oh, my days, over a false person. Oh, a Queen of Pentacles. Hey, no wonder people left that in this code now, boy. Yeah, because a cruise person, a soulmate's come at difficulties. Now everyone's in regret thinking about these messages. Never mind, my darlings. Oh my gosh, I want to be more than friends, really? Maybe you'll find someone's becoming more reliable, want to be more than friends. No, go and fight for Genevieve Nudger, man. You've got a whole lot of men looking for you, little hot dogs. Someone's got a burden, man. They want to be more than friends, really. Maybe a King of Cups is hiding his feelings. He's hiding behind material things. God, blimey. Oh, my days. Maybe a Sagittarius person hiding behind material things because of a King of Cups. Now we're looking at King of Pentacles. Oh, gosh, not another one. Single, maybe hiding behind material things again. Oh, King of Cups, you're back again. King of Cups, man, you really can't sleep at night. I reckon you're going to be the first one to leave. Because you're looking at Leo person, man, juggling with an earth sign person. You lot been arguing about this person for ages, man. All about the money. Says you right, Adiwali, man. You've been fighting man over pussy. What goes around comes around, isn't it? Quick to hurt everybody else. Now someone's ungrateful now. Someone's grateful for their spiritual lesson. Maybe someone looking at a celebration, laughing. Maybe a Sagittarius person laughing about this justice, man, for a false person. Injustice, man. Yes. Maybe she feels she's getting justice. There you go. Ace of Pentacles. I wish things could be different with a water sign person and an earth sign person when it comes to their friendships. Why? Because they're losing it. Because he was looking at a Taurus Libra person with sparkling ideas because he had conflict with a Leo person, a Cancer person with a lover when it comes to immaturity or wish fulfillment, and a Gemini person hidden in feelings, man, fulfillment. You lot are lying, stealing, cheating, acting like the most. Cancer persons looking wounded with a Sagittarius person on this pathway. They're looking at an investment being stuck when it comes to their lifestyle. They're looking at a loving woman, maybe a Queen of Cups. Maybe there's someone wants to go forward to balance out a situation, but a Taurus person or a Taurus person is looking at block, bankruptcy. They thought they was going to get victory for like legacy, inheritance. Nope. Backstabbing, man. Everyone found out you're a backstabber, earth sign person. Someone's looking at being single, taking a leap of faith, walking away from people, things in places, like a Taurus person or a Gemini person. Queen of Wands is looking at maybe planting her own foundation, maybe working on a Two of Cups, different perspective when it comes to reunion or twin flame energy. Someone's looking at maybe a legacy, maybe thinking about a regret of the past, maybe bringing difficulty to an earth, to a soulmate, maybe Aquarius person or Gemini person. Now look at options when it comes to defending oneself, maybe a Leo person when it comes to being the emperor, going within, seeing the truth, you saw the devil. The devil, he says, worth fighting for a star, whatever. Someone jealous of Aquarius person on the internet because they want unalivement, but no. They were looking into that King of Cups. Yeah, you were, weren't you? With a Leo person because you were juggling. Oh, yeah. Because now someone's doing blunt talking about a fight. Imagine that. Imagine that. All right, remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.